So now students, I'm going to go over unit lesson 1. So you can continue to be on the home page, which is this page right here, and these are the unit lesson links, or you can go to modules, click on modules, and you'll see them right here. So either way, if you're on the home page, you could see it there, or click on modules and you'll see the each unit lesson, as you can see here, unit lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you were already on the home page, again, I just wanted to point out there's 2 ways that you can, access your unit lesson through the home page. Let me go back, and you would click on here, or modules, and it pops up here. Okay. Let me go to student view. Basically, just change the color. So I'm now on student view. This is what you're going to be looking at. So welcome to unit lesson 1, the communication process. I have here the learning outcomes, and unit lesson 1 covers chapters 1 through 7. And I also have provided a checklist. It does say to read assigned chapters 1 through 7 and review student notes that I have provided for you. The to-do list for unit lesson 1, each unit lesson has a to-do list. And where do you check the due dates for these assignments? Your course organizer. And your course organizer is on the home page. And so for unit lesson 1, you must complete your orientation quiz, discussion board, unit 1 exam, the self-introduction speech, and the pre-PRCA survey. So let's go ahead and click on next. These are your notes for chapters 1 through 7 for unit lesson 1. And I do have PowerPoint presentations for chapters 1 through 7. And of course, remember I said course material, that's where you're going to access your ebook. I have also have a video for this for unit lesson 1, because in unit lesson 1 you're going to do your first minor speech, which is self-introduction speech. And hopefully you have created a YouTube account, and you're going to record your self-introduction speech through YouTube. And then you're going to upload your self-introduction speech to YouTube. And this video is how you would upload your speech to YouTube. So watch this video, because there it provides instructions on how to do that. So whether you're using your iPhone to record your speech, or you're using a webcam, whatever it is, you need to upload that video to YouTube. And this video gives you instructions on how to do that. So let's click on next here. So the first assignment is the pre-PRCA. It's worth 25 points. Again, you could go to the home page and look at your course organizer for due dates, and it also has it right here. It's a 24-question survey. Please read the instructions for this assignment, and this is the website that you will click on to take the survey. So let me just go ahead and show you. So you would click on Start Assignment. You would go to the link, the website. Please, like I said, read the instructions carefully, but this is the link that you would go to take the the survey. So you would click on this option, and it gives you 24 questions, and answer those 24 questions and submit the data. When you submit the data, just go ahead and write down the scores for what score you got for group, dyadic, public speaking, and overall. You will have 4 scores, and I want you to write it somewhere or take a picture of the scores, because you're going to go back to the pre-PRCA and you're going to answer these 4 questions. Where will you type in the responses to these 4 questions? When you click on Start Assignment right here, well, you saw when I clicked on Start Assignment, this text entry pops up. And right here, on question 1, what were your scores for group, meeting, dyadic, public, and overall? You have completed the survey, the 24 questions, you submitted the data, and you wrote down your scores for group, meeting, dyadic, public, and overall. And when you click on this text entry, this is where you're going to type in the responses to these 4 questions. And I want this, I need for you to respond in a complete sentence using your best grammar. So make sure you have read the instructions in its entirety. Excuse me. And it does say type your answers in complete sentences. Do not text. Use your best grammar. 1-sentence answers will not receive much credit. Again, this is worth 25 points. I want a detailed response to each question. So again, you have taken the survey and you will say, my score for group was, and you put, can't spell here. My score for group was 12. Score for meeting was 10. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 scores and then an overall score, and that's your first that's your response to question number 1. Then here, once you've done question number 1, type question number 2. Understanding that the lower the score, the lower your perceived apprehension. Do you agree or disagree with the results? Provide examples to help explain why. If you say you disagree, don't just say I disagree and not provide any examples. Tell me, what is it about public speaking that makes you nervous? And here on question 4, what strategies have you done in the past to help with any public speaking nerves? If you have not done any strategies, what do you think would be helpful? So provide some strategies that you think might be helpful. If you are comfortable with public speaking, please share any helpful advice to someone else. So once you have responded to those 4 questions, you are just going to click on Submit, and that's it. Okay? Fairly simple there. Then you go on to your next assignment. The next assignment is the discussion board. You are still in student mode because it's student view, and your first discussion board is an introduction. I want to get to know you a little bit more, and I want for you to get to know your classmates. So I'm asking you, give us your name and college degree that you wish to attain. Tell us where you work and what your dream job would be. Tell us what you hope to achieve by taking this course. You have been given your choice of a brand new laptop computer. Which brand will you choose? So when you're ready to post your topic, simply click reply. So right here, you would click on reply. And this text box pops up. Then remember, it's going to record how many words you use for your response. And this is the rubric for the discussion board. You are required to create your own post and then reply to at least 2 of your classmates. Your initial post should be at least 150 words. I will not grade. If it's less than that, I will not grade your post. Should be at least 150 words and contain your opinion on the issues presented. Each response to your classmate should have a minimum of 75 words. Again, if a post does not meet the minimum word count, then it will not be graded. And simply, don't just say, oh, I agree with my classmate or disagree. Give us some explanation. I take this opportunity to truly engage in the subject matter. And please respect your classmates during all discussion. Even if you disagree with your classmates, there should be respect. If any offensive material is posted, I will remove it and you will receive a grade of 0 for the assignment. And if you're going to use an outside source to just supplement or add on to your discussion, please make sure that you give credit to that outside source. Again, check course organizer for discussion board due dates, and you will post your reply here. Then you will come back to this because you're going to respond to 2 of your classmates. So make sure that you're checking, going back to the discussion board so that you can reply to 2 of your classmates. And this is the word count right here. So once you've done that, so your next assignment will be taking the quiz, taking the Unit 1 exam. It is worth 100 points. There's 25 questions. There's multiple choice and true and false. And then what you would do, you would take the quiz. And remember, you have 2 attempts. You have 2 attempts for this Unit 1 quiz. And then once you have, and I record the highest grade. And then you just submit. So let's go on to the next one. This is your first minor speech, self-introduction. It does tell you the date, but remember on the home page I have the course organizer, and be sure to check that frequently. It's worth 50 points. And again, it is through YouTube. So here, these are the instructions for this assignment. Students will show an object or picture of an object. Please make sure the photo is visible and deliver a short 2 to 3 minute speech. 2 to 3 minutes, no less than 2 and no more than 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minute speech on how and why it represents them. You must have an introduction, body, and conclusion. Use the visual aid in a way that supports the speech. Remember, you're not describing the object. You are presenting on why the object represents who you are. Please do not show any weapons or toy weapons or illegal substance abuse, alcohol, or other dangerous items. Again, the speech time is 2 to 3 minutes. Read the attached PDF file for specific instructions of assignment. Right here is this instructions, a PDF, and I'll open it up in a little bit. Gives you a little bit more instructions on this assignment. It says here, open up the self-introduction. You also have to do an outline. So this is the outline template. Please do not use any other template. For each speech that you're going to present in this course, I already have the outline template for you. You are to use that outline template. Please do not create one yourself or use another one. It has to be the outline template that I have provided for you in each unit lesson. And I'll open up these attachments so that you could see it in just a little while. Whatever device you use to record, whether it's the phone, computer, your self-introduction, speech presentation, once you have completed the recording and you're satisfied with your presentation, please do not edit your video. It needs to be continuous, like if you were presenting in class. So do not edit the video. And the nice thing about it is, if you don't like the first one that you did, go ahead and delete it and do another one. You have those, that's an advantage that you have, that opportunity that you can see that first one. If you felt like, this was not my best work, let me go ahead and delete that one and do another one. But do not edit your video. It needs to be a continuous video. So once you have completed the recording and you're satisfied with your presentation, then you will need to upload the video to YouTube. Make sure that you watched that video on how to do that. I have instructions on how to do that. View the video, how to upload your speech video to YouTube. After you have uploaded your video to YouTube, then you will need to submit the YouTube link video to this assignment link along with your completed outline. Please view the screen recordings that I have provided. This is the screen recording that I'm providing for you, and I will show you how to do that. Make sure you have set the YouTube video of your self-introduction presentation public. Do not restrict it. Do not put it on private. Do not put any restrictions on your video. You need to set it on public so I can open it up and evaluate it. Again, do not put any restrictions on the video. Again, set it public so that I can go in and open it up. So please, I stress that because in the past, even though I have stress, many students put, oh, you have to be an adult to watch this video, or put other restrictions, or put it on private. No, it needs to be on public. So both your self-introduction YouTube video and outline must be submitted through this assignment link. Once again, please do not read your speech. Practice and practice so you can sound conversational. You can use note cards sparingly. Please do not read your speech because it's not a speech when you read it. Only allow 3 note cards, 4x6. Eye contact is critical in public speaking. So please do not look down at your note cards through the entire speech. If you practice and practice and practice, then you will sound conversational, and that you will, on the note cards, write down keywords and phrases, and that will help you trigger your memory. So again, eye contact is critical in public speaking. Please make sure that you're recording. That's why it's so important that after you record your speech, you view your video and see is my forehead blocking? Is the top of my head being cut off and they cannot see it? Make sure that you're visible. If you're going to use your phone as the recording device, make sure you place your phone horizontal so that I can get a wider view of you, because if you place it vertical, then it's narrow and then your arms might be blocked. So again, I want it visible. I want to see you. Make sure the room is lighted, that it's not dark. And for the more positive experience, please dress business casual. This assignment is worth 50 points. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and download the speech of self-introduction instructions, and giving you a little bit more instructions here. In preparation for this speech, select an object that represents a significant aspect of your cultural background, personality, values, ambitions, etc. Using the chosen object as a point, develop your speech that explains how it relates to your life. So for example, a new father might select a baby blanket as a vehicle for discussing his attitude as a parent. Or you might have a favorite book to illustrate your passion about reading and how it relates to your personal background. Show the object or a photo or a model of the object as you're recording your speech. Remember, the purpose of this speech is not to explain the object in detail, but to use it as a vehicle for the speaker on how that object represents them. Must have an introduction, body, and conclusion. Remember, you could use your note cards. This is not a manuscript speech, so do not read your entire speech. Eye contact with audience is vital. I would say practice your speech at least 5 to 7 times in front of a mirror, a friend, or recording device before you actually submit your final speech presentation, speech video. You should know your time and get a feeling for the duration of the speech, 2 to 3 minutes. Again, look how many times I put eye contact for this assignment, and time and eye contact are very important for this assignment. And I do say review your first recorded speech to improve on identified areas. You should have an introduction. Please, you're going to learn in speech in this course. Don't ever begin your speech with hello, my name is Carolina Saleh, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today. Never begin your speech that way. You want to be creative. You never want to say your name in the beginning or what you're going to be talking about. Be creative. You can begin by asking a question or a personal quote relating to your speech that will capture the audience attention from the very beginning. And you will learn other ways to begin your speech as you move on to unit lesson 2. But just keep this in mind. Don't ever begin your speech with, hello, my name is. Let's see here. Should have the body. You should have 2 main points. So choose at least 2 main points for this self-introduction speech. The 2 main points is what you're going to share with your audience of why this object represents a part of who you are. And just like the introduction, that you need to be creative, in conclusion, never end your speech saying, that's it, that's all I have. No, end it creatively. Make it memorable. This is your last chance to bring it full circle for your audience. So make it memorable so that after you end your speech, the audience will still remember your speech even after it has been completed. It says here, the following is a sample outline that you can use as you begin to work on this assignment. You're going to have a specific purpose to introduce myself to my audience by explaining how my books reveal my everyday activities, my hobbies, and the events that have shaped my inner self. My book, a thesis sentence here. The thesis is a central idea that you're going to be talking about throughout your entire 2 to 3 minute speech. My book reveals that I'm a learner, critical thinker, and explorer. Right here, 2 main points, and then conclusion. Remember, summarize the major themes of the speech and strong and memorable. Be creative. So let's go back. So that's the instructions. Let me go back here. Let's see if I can. Oh, I'm sorry. I needed to close it out. Now this is the outline template. So I already have, I want you to, this is a Word document, so make sure you have Microsoft Word. Let's see if you could see it here. Right here, Office 365. If you don't have that, you can download that by clicking on this and downloading Office 365, which has Microsoft Word, because all the outline documents that I provide, it's on a Word document. So if you don't have Word, click on Office 365 to download the whole program, and it's free for our students. So you will type in your name, specific purpose to introduce myself to the audience by explaining how, and then just delete this, delete this, and then type in your information, and then click on here and include your information. And what you do right here, minimum 2 main points, you'll write your main point here, and then you write your first main point 1 in a complete sentence. And what you would do is you would delete my instructions and you type in your information. You will, highlight this and delete, and you'll have your information, and you do the same for the conclusion. Delete that and you will include your information. Then you save the outline somewhere on your desktop or on your flash drive, because you're going to submit this final outline, this completed outline, to Canvas. And I'll show you how to do that. And so just remember, once you have completed the outline template with your information and you delete my instructions, please save that outline somewhere on your computer, whether on your desktop or flash drive. Then you go on to next, Oops, let me go back. Sorry about that. So what you do, once you have done that, okay, you've recorded your self-introduction speech, you have your outline ready to submit, then you would click on Start Assignment, and you would click on Text Entry. When you click on Text Entry, you're going to paste the YouTube link right here in this text box, so that when I go in to your, assignment, I could see the link, open it up, and view your self-introduction speech. So click on Text Entry. This pop box pops up, and paste the link right here. And then what you do, submit assignment. Then what you're going to do for your outline, you're going to, once you have submitted your YouTube video and paste the link here and submit assignment, then you're going to go back and now on your left, click on File Upload, and you're going to click on Upload File, browse your computer. You have saved your outline somewhere on your desktop or on a flashlight. You're going to open it up and attach to it, and attach the outline, and you're going to submit it. And that's it. So your file, your outline for your self-introduction speech is going to be right here. And I'm going to be able to click on it and open it up and see that you have a completed outline for your self-introduction speech. Okay, so text entry, paste the YouTube link. Ooh, sorry. And then click on Submit Assignment. Then go back for your outline template that is already completed with your information. You would click on File Upload, browse your computer. You've saved your outline somewhere, and then attach it, open it up, and then click on Submit. And that's it. And so those are the assignments for Unit Lesson 1. I've shown you how to submit those assignments, how to remember to, you start assignment, always click on Start Assignment so that you can begin that assignment. And basically, again, you could find the unit lessons in modules. New page, I'm going to do that. You could do that. You could click on modules and you'll see it here. And, or you can, if you're on the home page, you can just, click on Unit Lesson 1, the communication process, and there it goes. And it tells you, please make sure that you are taking advantage of the student notes, the PowerPoints, the resources, and your course organizer. Remember, as I taught you, well, as I went over a little while ago, the course organizer tells you the assignments and their due dates. So here you have orientation quiz, the pre-RCA, discussion board, unit exam 1, and self-introduction. All those assignments are are supposed to be completed for unit lesson 1, and they have assignment due dates. Please make sure that you keep up with your work. And let's see, let me go ahead and close that. And that's it. And then I will go over unit lesson 2 the next for unit lesson 2 the next time around. Thank you.